It's a powerful reminder of our brave men and women who are overseas serving our country. This simple act of wearing red is more than just a fashion statement to me. It's a symbol of solidarity and support. It's a silent yet impactful way to show our troops that they are in our thoughts and our hearts, no matter the distance. So join me in this meaningful tradition, and let's keep our heroes in our minds and close to our hearts.
Why do you do it, man? Why? You some kind of war junkie? I won't say a goddamn word. Why? They won't understand. They won't understand why we do it. They won't understand it's about the men next to you.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
I want to make it clear that the views expressed by our hosts are not considered the official stance of MBR Views. Remember, this is all about having fun and enjoying the ride.
Drop your cocks and grab your socks. Get your bunks made, get your uniforms on. Police call will commence in 2 minutes.
God damn, Jimmy. This is some serious gourmet shit.
We're all things veterans. We advocate, educate, liberate, communicate, congregate, fascinate, so we can proliferate.
You haven't seen nothing yet! Woo!
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
We're trying to make dreams come true.
Well, they supported us now. It's our turn to support them.
The Revel Experience. Get experience!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Friday.
Was that too loud there, HG? My bad.
This is my headset. You're good, H.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It is Red Friday, and today my co-host is CG. She's the new Marine. She's a part of us, and we're just kind of hanging out with a wing out. V squared is actually going to remote in later. He's on a ski trip. He's been doing a really fantastic job squaring away some new nonprofits that we're going to be interviewing here soon. And me and you were talking. You had a couple of nonprofits or shows that you're going to be bringing on as well.
Yeah, the Op Fob.
Yeah. Can we turn her up just a little bit? There we go.
So when I was living in South Carolina, we ran into the Op Fob. So it's a bunch of square foot gun range that they have for veterans and first responders that you can go and use for free. It's amazing. I won't even tell you too much because I want to wait for the show.
All right.
It's exciting and it's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
we're leaving y'all at the
turn
surprise.
Me up a little bit too. Okay, there we go. And so after the show, me and you are going to be working on your podcast. Yes. Your podcast of the travel agency. You got your bullet points ready?
I do.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in and you've never seen the show before, let me tell you, you're listening to the Revel Experience here, where we interview veterans of all walks of life. And the number one thing that we're doing is we're showing all our veterans and our men and women in uniform that there are more programs out there beyond the VA. Once again, my name's H. my co-host CG on the board. We got Caveman and HG who are killing it as always. If you would like to join in the conversation, feel free to do so at 720-619-0627. And a fantastic way to remember that is 720-619, like Rey Mysterio if you're a WWE wrestling fan, 0627. In layman's terms, that's 0MBR. So some of the news stuff that we're going to be talking about is the later on in the show, the dropping the mic segment. We're going to talk about the AT&T outage that happened last night or yesterday morning or whatever. I don't know if you guys checked. What is going on with the sound?
It's just peaking.
Okay. All right.
I'll just turn it again.
Well, my volume needs to be turned up because I can barely hear myself. Okay, there we go. And then the what the moment. CG is going to talk about that later on today. The what the is the moon landing. So everybody that's a conspiracy theorist, I bet they're throwing up away all their evidence on the wall, all their like strings and everything.
They faked it again.
Mad. Yeah. But some of the news that I did want to talk about, just some of the like top news is Tiger Woods' son in sports. His name is Charlie Woods. And is there okay. Charlie Woods is his son and his debut in golf. And I was just telling Caveman before we came on the air, that would be really, really hard to try to follow the footsteps of your father, like automatically, coming out of the womb. Oh, you play golf. Oh, you're really good. Oh, you're going to be the next Tiger Woods kind of thing.
He may have heard that his whole life, though, as well.
Yeah, that's true.
He might have
that's
been
true.
on the green every day since he was like 3.
Well, it's funny because the last time there was a debacle like this, I would say when the Denver Broncos was looking for a coach, and we were having a hard time looking for a coach. And, I would hate to be a coach because no matter what, you have that black cloud over you of John Elway. Because I mean, we everybody here in Denver, like, he's like a kind of like a god to everybody, kind of. You know what I mean? And oh, there we go. There's V. You know what? We'll bring him on. Well, let him get adjusted first. Let him get adjusted first. Does he look like he's adjusted? Yeah. All right, let's bring him on then. Hey there, what are you doing, man? And does he hear us?
I think it's just the connection.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah, it's a very delay. Where's your shirt? No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. How's everything going? How's your
Where's my shirt? You're lucky I'm wearing a shirt. I'm naked from the waist down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't stand up.
Yeah. So how's the trip going?
Trip's going good, yeah, man. Great snow, a lot of freshies, and having a great time. So looking forward to the rest of the week. And
now, what's the group called again that you're participating in?
This is not a group. This is just a friend of Keith. It's a friend of Keith's, a mutual friend of Keith's Keith's friend that introduced me to him, and he's a single guy, lives by himself, and is always willing to accommodate vets. And he's lonely a lot of the time, so he likes the company. And of course, I cook for everybody, so he loves the fact that he doesn't have to make any meals. And yeah, so he's just a friend that I'm taking complete advantage of.
All right.
You know all about that, Joel.
I do, yeah. Well, not really, but yeah, I know. Hey, so before we go on our break or whatever, I want to give a couple of shout outs. First of all, CG's mother, today's her happy birthday, so we
Happy
wanted to
birthday,
make sure
Mom.
to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Also, James Arskog. I'm sure I'm butchering that name wrong, or butchering his name, but James Arstog, Jennifer Souza, and Jennifer Souza. If you remember, we had her on with Freedom Balls. They donated, and Micah Hewitt also they donated. If you would like to be, if you would like a radio shout out. We can totally do that. Make sure that you look on either the screen to your left, that Scantron there, the QR code. Not only does that take you to all of our social media platforms, but that also takes you to the donation page where you can support a veteran. And let me tell you something, when it comes to the support a veteran page, we have lots of veterans that are utilizing MBR, that are utilizing StreamYard, because that's the main platform that we are using to do our shows. And that stuff isn't cheap. Usually the things is about $700 to $600 for the year. So when you donate, that's where that money is going to, and it's also giving us the tools and the programs so that we can teach other veterans. Me and V have been on the email for the last 3 weeks. We've got like 22,000 emails that we're helping all these veterans trying to create a podcast, trying to succeed, because we believe that doing a podcast, it gets them talking. What's the number one thing that we have that is an issue today? It's getting our veterans talking to not only other veterans, but people, because we're holding that stuff, we're holding those images inside. We need to get them to talk. And look, if they're doing a podcast on MBR, that's one less veteran that we got to worry about that's committing suicide each week. And I'm telling you, I really think that MBR is going to be putting a dent in the suicides. There's going to be less and less people needing to go to the VA, to the emergency room for mental health illnesses and stuff. And I mean, I can't say it more. V, you've started out from scratch. You didn't go to like school or anything. You came to MBR. Tell us how you feel, doing the broadcast every week. I mean, you look forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, a mutual friend of ours, Jack Blaze. I met Jack through SSV, our guest speaker today. Tony Rosario is an outstanding dude. He's the co-founder of SSV. I started going to SSV probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I met Jack. We did because of COVID, we did it virtually 1 year, and I kind of met him through that, and then they started a Denver chapter. So, anyways, to make a long story short, this short story longer, we hooked up, and he invited me one day to come to this podcast as a guest speaker, and I just felt it, and it's something that narcissist megalomaniac like me would, but it has helped immensely. I have been, ever since I retired in 2016, I've been doing a lot of volunteer work. The last 3 or 4 years have been primarily veterans. So when I found out about this program, it was like, dude, this is right down my alley. And then about a month later, he asked me, hey, dude, I gotta leave. I'm leaving. I've got to go take care of my parents. Would you be interested in taking over? And I was just like, really, dude? I couldn't believe it. So yeah, this has helped immensely. I've never seen an unhappy recipient of volunteer work, but I get way more out of it than I ever give. So this is just awesome, and we're trying to expand my podcast by doing we have the Soldier Spotlights coming up. We've got musically healing which is live music in the studio coming up. So a lot of new exciting things coming down the pike, and I'm just looking forward to it. Joe recently was featured in the VA newsletter, and we got inundated with people that are interested. So obviously there's a need for this. There's a
Oh
need.
yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I'm working
Yeah.
on, Joe's giving me a bunch of those emails, and I'm working on getting those people, up to speed as far as, what it's going to take. As you know, Joel, better than this is a lot of work. It's not
It is.
just
It is.
mamby
And
pamby.
it is. And, I was talking to a veteran yesterday, and, he was telling me that, every time he went to somebody to talk to them about a podcast or, doing anything like a slot on a show or airtime or anything, they wanted money. They wanted money. And, that's that's one thing that I'm really trying hard here is to, it shouldn't cost to be able to have a show, because you guys fought. You guys, I keep saying you guys, like I'm not a veteran.
Guys and gals.
Yeah. We fought in Iraq. We fought in Afghanistan. We're the ones. We are the reason why we have a First and a Second Amendment. And of all people, we should have that opportunity to be on the radio, to, succeed. Hey, look, like I tell everybody in my video, I would love to be an NFL quarterback, but I don't have the talent. But with podcasting, with radio show, you you might not have the talent, but you can work yourself up to that point, and it builds your confidence. It not only helps you and provides, the veteran community with information. In fact, I tell you what, how are we doing on time, guys? Okay, so I talked to a veteran yesterday, and his thing was, hey, I'm a veteran. I just got out. I want to be a surgeon. He's like, I've already utilized the voc rehab. I've already utilized the post 9/11 GI Bill, because you can't do both. You can't do GI Bill and post 9/11. It's like one or the other. And he's like, I've utilized all of that. I've exhausted all my resources. What can I do? I found a new nonprofit. It's called Vet to MD, and that's exactly what they do. If you're a veteran, they help you get your medical, license and all that stuff. I sent them an email waiting to hear back from them. I'm also waiting to hear back from Hot Tubs for Heroes. Whole lot of nonprofits out there, and the reason why there's a lot of nonprofits but nobody knows about them is because it costs a lot of money to promote, to highlight, advertise. It costs a lot. I mean, hell, look how long it took us to, get off, get our foot off the ground here.
We have to do that.
Thanks
Make
to the
everything
VA.
on our own kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like you built all this, so.
Well, when we first came in, remember we had the plywood as a desk. I mean, we literally started from rags, and I mean, we're not rich or anything, but we're getting better. Yeah, we're getting a lot better. We're getting more of a team.
We're moving up, Weezy. We're moving up.
Yeah, we're moving up. We're moving up. So
yeah, so this is a perfect segue for myself.
Yeah.
I was talking to Joe last night, and he says, dude, you got your tagline's way too long. And I'm like, okay. So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden it just popped in my head. Empowering veterans everywhere from all walks of life. It's the new tagline.
I like it.
And that's new. We're empowering people to have a platform, to get their story out, to get help for whatever they need, to show them resources that are available.
Uh-oh. V, we're starting to lose you, brother.
It was just lagging.
Okay.
He's back.
Yeah, lagging a little bit. And by the way, CG, my son's birthday's today too. So
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Happy
Happy birthday.
Well, he needs a
Yeah.
shout out too then.
Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead and
Late-
shout out his name. You're gonna have to send me a picture so I can send him the chicken song.
Yeah, the chicken.
yeah. Happy birthday, Blake. He's 32 today. He's the one that's my oldest son, and I hope he has a great day.
Happy birthday, Blake.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, man.
Blake. All right. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
That's okay. Still can't hear you.
Just keep pressing it. It's that sticky button.
You got the sticky? What have you been doing? Okay.
Yeah,
There we go. All right.
Someone's been here late at night.
Right? Didn't clean up after themselves.
How'd I know it was sticky?
Where's the socks?
Damn donuts.
Yeah, that's it. Blame it on the donuts.
Those donuts, man. The jelly ones. No, but your son and CG's mom, they share a birthday with a famous celebrity here in Denver. It's also Jamal Murray's birthday today as well.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so
Nuggets point.
All right.
I mean, we got to see it. We got to get all those three together and do like a little joint birthday celebration.
We
That
could
sounds
get
great.
Palmer.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure if we reach
Yeah,
out,
Jamal, he's very approachable.
yeah. He's a nice guy. He's busy though.
Yeah, he's a
We'll-
nice guy. Got a lot going on.
We'll
though.
see. He is trying to make the
82 game
playoffs.
season.
Well, hey, I tell you what, talking about donuts and stuff, did you realize, and this is kind of like a life hack I didn't even think of, but it's kind of a cool thing. Have you ever heard of a thing called a water pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check this out. How do you use a water pick? You fill it out with water and right?
Yeah.
Well, I saw this guy on TikTok and he was like, dude, this is so awesome. Instead of putting water in the water pick, put Listerine or Scope in it. And you'd be amazed of the stuff that comes out. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But when I first had a water pick technology has really changed, because I remember I used to have it like plugged in, keep plugging in and doing this. Now they got like wireless and cordless water picks, with like 8 or 9 like gallon tank things or something like that. I don't think it was 8 or 9 gallon,
Yeah,
but
gallon.
you know what I mean though. Yeah.
You got some.
You know what I mean.
Bro's just got a small tanker on his back.
Oh, like the vacuum cleaner, one of those backpacks. I want to get one of them looking like Ghostbusters and stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
you might blast your teeth right off.
I know,
Those
right?
Gallons of water.
No.
It's
Hey,
like a street cleaner at
yeah.
that point.
before we go on break, because how are we doing on time?
It's 8:21.
Okay, before we go on break, this week was President's Day, Monday, different things going on. What did you guys do during the week? I know that Caveman, you started a streaming series on MBR that we air every Tuesday.
I actually saw that.
And you're picking up quite a few followers.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Just bringing my Twitch over to MBR. I do gaming and stuff. So if you
Yeah,
wanna check it out.
before you do the gaming, you really need to tell me like which
Yeah.
game you're playing.
Last time I started,
Ugh.
completely forgot that I even had to. I forgot it was Tuesday. It's like, let me just jump on really quick.
Oh
so
my
I don't
gosh.
forget.
And it's funny because like there are people jumping on thinking that they're gonna watch Madden, and it ends up being like some what was it?
Are you
What
playing
was I
Siege?
playing? I was playing Pal World.
Oh.
That game is like a survival game, but it's like Pokemon also. It's honestly really addicting. I can't stop playing it.
That's kind of weird.
It's you like
Sounds crazy.
base build, and it's also like kind of slavery because you put these little you catch them in a ball and then you make them work at your base, and it's kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah, if you think about it like that, it's kind of a bad game.
Hello, helpful.
Well, I
spirit.
just know that there are so many people that like joined in and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't Madden. Oh, they got so mad and they like text back, "Hey, this isn't mad."
I
And I'm
suck
like,
at
"Oh."
Madden anyways. I gave them some help.
Yeah.
I'm only good at defense on Madden.
Oh,
I can't throw the ball to save my life on Madden.
And
bro, I can't beat anybody on Madden too. I'm right there.
Tony Brown on TikTok, we
defense
see you.
unlocked,
Thanks for
that's it.
joining in. You said that we had some listeners on the website as well.
Yeah, Helpful Spirit texted in on the website. They said, "Hi, mommy." Then they sent a little smile emoji with a hand waving.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Before we go on break, V, do you have any like future announcements? Who are we talking with for like next Friday?
Oh, next Friday. Oh, wait, you put me on the spot. Next Friday is what, the 1st?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we've got Dave Harris from Golf for the Disabled, another cause near and dear to my heart. I'm a golf junkie, so I'm looking forward to having him on. He's a fellow vet. He's actually going to be our first Soldier Spotlight. He's going to stay on with us and do the additional segment right after he's done talking about Golf for the Disabled, and looking forward to that as well.
Fantastic. And starting March is women's, I consider it Women's Month, when Women's Independence Month. We'll be giving away it's like a backpack full of like journal gear, stuff that women can use to going back to college, stuff like that. And I talked to CG. She has some women friends that she's going to see about bringing them on as a kind of like a guest co-host thing. And the women are going to be in charge of the studio for maybe for a week or even a day or something that we're planning on. And that's going to be our giveaway, because we're planning on doing at least 2 giveaways every month. It might not be like it might not be a courageous prize like last time. That NFL card that we did for the Super Bowl, that giveaway, which Slacker 82 Alpha, they won. But do you realize that card, when we got it, was valued at like $1, and now because he won the Super Bowl and MVP, now it's up to like $40.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So whoever got Slacker, he said something to me.
Wow.
Wednesday, he's like, "Hey man, when are you gonna send that card?" And I'm like, "Okay, I already sent it. Okay, no problem." But we're gonna be doing more giveaways. So
That's awesome.
if you want to win something, if you want to win money, if you want to win gift cards, the best way is to listen. And I'm going to tell you, we get a lot of veterans, pitching shows. You get a lot of veterans that want to join MBR. You want to know the best way to get involved with MBR. You want to know the best way to get your show on MBR. Getting involved, watching our shows, commenting our shows. That's the best way. Because if you're getting involved with our shows and you're supporting our shows, then we know that you're a team player, and we're going to do the same for you. So that's the best way to, if you really want to get on this platform, is just to support all the shows. We got Mondays, we've got Black Sugar Show. Tuesdays, we've got the Dog Tag Diva Show, and we've got Dozer Fair and Dozer Show. I can't pronounce that name to save my life. And then Wednesday, we've got the Amber May Show. We've got the Slacker 82 Alpha Show. Then on Thursday, we have Oscar Mike. Oh, so
Friday.
You're coming broken. I didn't hear you.
Out.
That would lagged.
Yeah.
The last one.
We have Oscar Mike Radio on Thursday, and then after he does, we're trying to get Contagious Effect. We're going to try and get them on the show. Gunslinger Tavern is also doing their show, and then Friday is what? Okay, hey, On Friday, we got this, and we got the JT show that's later on tonight. But that's enough from me. V, we're gonna recycle because you're kind of breaking up, and we're gonna go on a music break. And when we come back off of that music break, we're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing the what the moment. And what's the what the moment, CG?
The NASA moon landing.
Right. So we're going to be talking about that. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the Revel Experience. Get experience right here on the station that's giving veterans a voice, MBR.
Woman, take your silver spoon to your grave. Heartless Johnny, pick your pipe and I'll pray.
the fact that our patriotism in America is dwindling, I really wanted to start the American AF movement. Freedom is fragile, very fragile. It takes a certain level of intestinal fortitude to stand up and say and do the right thing to preserve the freedoms that so many have paid a large price for.
American tactical. American as f***.
It's Friday.
And we are back. All right. I guess we need to increase this.
Hey, look at that, huh?
Oh,
hey, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You're listening to the Revel Experience right here on the station that's giving veterans a voice, MBR. V is on remote with it's at the condo, isn't it? Or is it a different place?
Yeah, I'm in Crested Butte.
Okay, Crested Butte. Okay, so yeah, he's on remote, and we're back. Me and CG is in the house, and we are getting ready to do the what the moment.
Those are cool tats, man.
Oh, for real. Thank you, bro. You see the Cobra?
And what is this one?
Oh, this?
Uh-huh.
That's my credo. No regrets.
Mm-hmm. You have no regrets?
Dad?
Nope.
Like not even a single letter?
No way. Not me.
Well, I love him. I think he's great.
Okay.
I think he's a real winner, Casey. If I were you, I wouldn't use protection.
What the?
Know why that gets me every time. I think it's
Oh, I
hilarious.
love it. I love it. I love it.
Great
And you know, I was
with
gonna
the
add
Millers.
to it, but it's a classic. Why add
Yeah.
to it?
I think it's perfect. It's some
Yeah.
of your best work, H Train.
Okay, so CG, what is going on with this moon landing?
Yeah, so actually, it's a spacecraft that has landed on the moon that's from a commercial company rather than NASA.
Right.
So this is part of the initiative that's been going on as far as NASA supporting people that are
I was just gonna say I can't hardly hear you. Make sure you get to the mic.
that are supporting other commercial businesses rather than just anything through NASA. So it's
I hear.
nice-
Hold on. I'm sorry. I hear
Yeah,
background.
Me too.
It's just echoing, I think, from V's end.
V, what do you have in the background? I hear an echo.
How I think you need to have.
I don't have anything. I'm in a bedroom by myself. There's nobody here but me.
Okay.
Maybe my fan, my ceiling fan.
I don't know.
Let me turn it off. I'll turn it off.
I hear
I think
just
like
an echo.
Yeah, I hear an echo. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, if we could figure out the echo, though, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
To be honest. Oh, I think it's gone now. Must
Yeah, I
have.
can't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's
They're
gone.
not as bad.
Yes, so it's a Houston-based initiative machines landed, and it's called Odysseus. It's a robot, and it landed on the moon. We have not had anything on the moon's surface since 1972. So this is a big deal for everybody, and the fact that it's not it's a commercial business.
I know what it is. Make sure your computer V is muted. Make sure all of it's going into your earphones. That's what's playing as the speaker of your computer. That's why it's echoing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. When you want to talk, just unmute yourself. Go ahead. I'm sorry, CG.
Okay, from beginning, from the top.
Run it back.
All right, so we have landed on the moon. It's a Houston-based company called Intuitive Machines. They landed the robot called Odysseus near the lunar South Pole. We have not had any. It's been half a century since we've had anything on the moon, as far as America, since 1972. So this is a commercial-based company that has partnered with NASA to have this robot on the moon.
Right.
So everybody's like super psyched. They have a bunch of missions for this little guy. So it's
Right.
exciting. I guess everybody's really excited about it.
Well,
NASA purchased room on it for some of their scientific instruments.
Yeah.
And you know what's
It's
so
like $118 million.
and what's
Oh my
what's so funny is not too long ago, same kind of situation. It was a commercial. I mean, of course they went down in a trash can. They didn't exactly go down and a certified water submarine. But remember,
Ocean Gate.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, when they went down to check on the Titanic and it blew up. I
That's
mean,
from
could
the
you
pressure
imagine?
of the
Yeah,
ocean
could
just
you imagine
imploded
if that happened during this? I mean, these guys succeeded, but can you imagine if these guys succeeded and go on the
Well,
Titanic?
I think this one was also a remote craft. I don't believe there was any crew on board. It was just
Oh,
a
okay.
robotic craft.
Okay.
They also, they had, fail safes and backup systems, which Ocean Gate did not.
Got
Yeah,
it.
Ocean
It
Gate
had
literally just imploded.
it had, I think, like 1 to 4 fail safes and backup systems, which for context, when James Cameron took the deep sea Challenger almost to the very bottom of the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest point on Earth, they had like 36 different backups and fail safes and safety measures in that. So the Ocean Gate guy he was
skipped steps.
he was
pretty
really
He bought his stuff at Home Depot.
yeah he was
Pretty
using
much.
like material from like Camper World, so he was like
Camper
building it
World.
out of the same stuff they build campers out of. It's kind of a miracle he was able to convince anybody to go in that machine with him, let alone 5 people.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I think they had a
That's
few
wild.
successful
Yeah.
trips on it before, though.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I don't know
think
if
that
they
was the only. That was they had done it before.
Interesting.
they had
thought-
tested it before, but
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I tell you what, it's that time for our next segment, and AV is Tony supposed to be coming in, or is he remoting in?
He's doing remote. He will be tuning in remotely.
Oh, okay. I thought he was coming in singing.
No, not today. So today he's our guest speaker, but on the he's supposed to debut on the 25th of April, whatever that Friday is, in the last Friday of April. That's going to be our debut with the music in studio. Today he's just going to be talking about SSV.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shoot. I thought it was a concert. Okay. All right.
You think I would miss that? Come on now.
Well, yeah, because skiing is your number one priority.
Well, right now, I mean, it's just one of many, but yeah, I hear you.
He loves hitting the slopes.
Gotta get your ski time in.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is the Drop the Mic segment.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what you all think I'm gonna do, which is just flip out.
All right, so I was gonna let you read that as well. Okay, so check this out. Yesterday, I got a text message from a friend of mine, Andrew. I thought it was a joke, showing like all the different, the bar graphs on the outage and stuff. And of course, it was AT&T. And I've always said this: AT&T, more bars, more places, my ass, because they suck. I was in the military for 10 years. And I can tell you, I've had every single phone carrier going back all the way to Cellular One. Remember Cellular One? I mean, if that doesn't show my age, I don't know what does. But, so I've had Cellular One, I've had AT&T, I've had Verizon, I've had Sprint, I've had T-Mobile. Well, anyway, so yesterday they had an outage, and everybody was like, "Why is the outage going on? Why is the outage going on?" And then they're like, "Oh, the FBI is investigating." You know what? All the conspiracy series started, and people talking about the Civil War movie coming up. They're like, "Hey, everybody get ready," doom and gloom kind of thing. Well, come to find out that people just make mistakes sometimes. The outage from AT&T yesterday was caused because they were updating their servers, kind of like when
It's a Ticketmaster, right?
And it's like this is ridiculous. But everybody knows that before you update your Android. Well, I don't know. You have an Android.
Yeah.
But every time you update the iPhone, you got to back it up, because 9 times out of 10, there's always something that goes corrupt with the update for iPhone. And then like 2 weeks later, there's like a 0.2 or a 0.3 or, an update to fix the update that they just did,
All the patches.
Right. It's like, hey, news update, quit updating.
It's like video games.
Right. And a lot of people, they don't back up their stuff. Well, that's what happened. It wasn't Russia. It wasn't a cyber attack. It was because somebody put in like the wrong code or something. And then when they went to do the update, bam, it went off grid. I mean, exactly, how it is when you put like, a wrong website address and then it comes up like 404 or an error message.
I bet there was a lot of people really confused because I've accidentally hit the little network button,
right,
and been messing with my phone thinking like, what the hell, for hours,
right?
And then so imagine if it really didn't work, because how often do the satellites go out that you can't use your cell phone?
Well,
It just seems kind of weird.
It's like, I mean, when it comes to like cell phone stuff, I don't know like the frequencies and all that stuff like most people do, but I will tell you that when I had Sprint, when Sprint was still around, I remember when I had Sprint, it was really good until they got bought out by T-Mobile, and I believe T-Mobile, I'm not for sure on the frequency, but we'll just give it like an example. Let's say that T-Mobile is 2.23 megahertz or gigahertz, and then Sprint is like 2.4. Well, because they're on a different frequency, they didn't think about that when they bought that out. And then when they did buy that out, and then when they merged out, there was a lot of people that had Sprint that their phone service just wasn't working. So T-Mobile told everybody, okay, look, come in, we're going to honor your plan and stuff. We got to change out your SIM card. So we go and we change out that SIM card. The SIM card still didn't work. And I mean, I think now T-Mobile's getting a little bit better. I mean, it's a lot better than AT&T. AT&T, I think, is more for like rural or country areas like Tahlequah, Oklahoma, or, place Fort Riley, Kansas. I think it's for real small towns. Verizon, let's just say this. If I was going out outer space and I needed to take a cell phone, I would have better coverage Verizon if it made it compared to any of the other, what's the word I'm looking for? Any of the other cell phone providers. Now, V, what do you have? Yeah. Okay. What cell phone service do you have? Oh, he's coming in like broken. It's like really delayed bad. Oh. Okay. Hey, you're coming in really broken. We're gonna remove you.
I've got T-Mobile, and I keep having to myself.
T-Mobile. He said T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
got
Okay.
T-Mobile.
Wow, that was really bad. CG, what do you what
Verizon.
Verizon. You have Verizon. Caveman, what do you
Verizon,
have?
too. I have Verizon. Also.
Verizon.
Verizon as well.
Okay, I got T-Mobile. Unfortunately, let's see. Bring V back. See if if it's got.
Hear me now?
Oh no.
Oh, he's streaming using AT&T. That's why.
Hey V, refresh. See if that works out. And with that being said, let us know, listeners, viewers. Let us know what service provider do you have?